Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Raven here. Welcome to Eric/Maximilian's solo campaign, episode 15. When last we left off, our ally Gracia died, and we were pinned up against the wall against some bears with our shield in between us as we're pinned up against like the wall. And so we will begin with the combat. And there was 6 bears. So, let's see, they all have a +2 to their initiatives. Alright, let's get our notes. That is, alright, so... 11, 9, 14, 10, 2 more, 16, and a 5. My initiative, what do I have? Where's... Okay, my dex. 17 plus 17. That gives me a 34. I go first. Alright. So, let's see. Now that I'm level 5, I have multi-attack. So, I attack twice instead of once whenever making any kind of attack, whether it be unarmed, melee, ranged, or spell attack. And so, let's see, what do I want to do? You know what? I'll just make this combat nice and quick by summoning my crow and using its abilities. Let's see, I got my book right here. Let's roll a d4, and on a 1 we'll do elemental entanglement, on a 2 we'll do gravity entanglement, excuse me, on a 3 we will do temporal entanglement, on a 4 we will do zone of suppression. 2. So gravity entanglement. Alright. As we are pinned up against the wall by this bear. You know what? Let's see if it's the mama or the papa that's got us. 1 and 3 is Dad Bear, 2 and 4 is Mom Bear. 4. So Mama Bear's got us pinned up against the wall right here. While we're in the cave, Dad Bear's next to us, and then the 4 cubs are behind them. Now, are tugging and pulling on the back of their dad's like fur, whining and scared. And as we see this, we focus as we're pinned up against the wall and struggling with the bear roaring and drooling all over us and coming down. And as we use one combat point to push, and let's do strength danger check to see if we can push the bear off of us. We got a strength plus 13, so 13 and 13 is 33. Let's see. That bear has a plus 10, so. And, we got a 26, and then the bear got a 22. We got, I didn't mean to say 33. I was looking at, this note. We barely beat him. So as we beat her, as we're struggling, and we push the bear back, and she falls and slams onto the ground. Our shield does 1d10 plus our modifier, which is an 18, and then we rolled a 1, but we have a plus 18, so we hit the bear because it's got an armor of 18, so we got a 19, and then our damage, let's see, 8 plus 2 is 10, plus our ham, which is highest ability modifier, so which is 19, and so that's 29, plus our base attack, which is 18, so 29 plus 10 is 39, and then 40, so 47. And so, let's see where's my note for the bears only have 35 health. So, as we attempt to push the bear off of us, we don't realize our overwhelming strength. And as we shove back, it and thrust our shield forward for a shield bash, and then go to step to push to get it off of us. As we hit it with our shield bash, it snaps the bear's neck, and as we push forward, it continues to twist and break and crunch as the bear falls and collapses to the ground. And as this happens, the dad bear is going to use one of his he's going to scream and roar as he spends one of his combat points to charge at us to try and attack. And they have a plus 10 to their attack, so he still can't hit me unless he gets a natural 20. Let's see. As he comes charging at me, yeah, that's only a 17. That's a 13. That's a 6, so all three of his attacks, or a 16, all three of his attacks miss. And as I throw up my shield and he starts clawing and roaring and coming down and trying to swipe at my neck and my face, and I'm just holding the shield up as he's clawing against the shield, paws bouncing off, reflecting from the magic water that is now emanating from the shield. And then he's going to continue in his rage and use his other combat point to attack another 3 times. 12, 17, 15, as he continues to claw and try and bite at me. I'm going to, he misses all 3 of his attacks, but as this happens, I'm going to spend one of my combat points, because I have 4 now instead of 3, so I have 2 left. I'm going to spend one of them to use the dodge action and dodge out of the way, and I'm going to move off to the side and use my last combat point to concentrate and manifest my mana into my hand and make it tangible and form it into my crow and send my crow forward and use my gravity entanglement as the crow looks down at the bear as it swoops over its head, and then pressure begins to slowly build in the area around the bear as the bear begins to roar and cry as it gets slowly pushed down more and more, and the ground begins to shake and crack and break as the bear smashes and splats, exploding mist and shards of bone everywhere. And as we wipe our face and mouth and throw the blood and guts off our hands to the side, we open our eyes and we go, alright, well, that's that. What should we do with these little ones? As the bear cubs are crying and making noises in fear, like half trying to walk away, half trying to like stay and like go towards their parents to like see if they're okay. And so I'm going to roll percentiles and leave it up to the dice. Let's see. 50 or lower, or no, we'll say 50 is a reroll, 40 or lower, we kill, or let's do this. 1 through 3 is 40 or 1 and 3 is 40 and lower, we kill the bears. 2 and 4 is 60 and higher, we tame the bears. Alright, so 3. Alright, so we'll do lower instead of higher. So we got a... Oh, well, looks like we're going to kill him. That's sad. I wanted to keep him, but the dice have chosen the cub's fate. And so we will look at the cubs, and as we are walking past them and they are crying and trembling in fear and nipping at us and trying to get to their parents, we will look at them and say, I'm sorry, but this is a mercy killing. You won't survive in these woods by yourselves, and I can't take you with me to the Magic Academy, so this is where it ends, as we have our crow use its gravity entanglement to devastate the remaining area. And let's see. 17, yeah. So it causing a collapse in the cave to happen. And as the cave begins collapsing and rocks begin crumbling down, let's see, 54. Alright, so that's a reroll because it's in the 50s. Okay, 66. We dodge the rocks. Alright, so as we are, like, as our crow smashes the bears with its gravitational entanglement and like destroys the bottom of the cave, and like the cave walls begin cracking and the ceiling begins cracking and tearing open as rocks and mud and water and all start to like fall and pour in, and a crevice breaks open through the wall, and we take our chance to walk through the hole that has been made in the cave wall, as we see a light coming from down in that area. And as we walk through the hole towards the light, we end up outside of the cave, back in the forest. And with the forest now surrounding us, and it is nighttime, the stars are out, the animals are making noises, we look around, and in front of us we see what looks like to be a trail, and on the right of us it looks like to be a trail with an opening just right next to us. And as we decide that we will go to the opening that's right next to us to try and gather firewood, so that we can make a fire and set up our tent for the night. But we need to roll to see if there is anything here or not. 51 reroll. 84. Alright, let's see what it is. A 6. Oh, cool. Alright, 6 is a academy students. So, you know what? We'll just say there's one group of 4 of them. So, A4. Alright, and that is where we will leave off for today's session. We will pick it up next time with the Academy students. Please give us a like, subscribe, share the video so that others can join us on our adventures, and I hope you all have a nice day.